3. And left 4, 30. Right 3 and left 3. Tightens, keep out.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. So, as the title, well, the description I should say, said we are going to be doing some vintage rallying. I did go ahead and jump in the Alpine, I should say, just to do a little audio check and make sure I had the levels about right. I think I got pretty close. If anything seems too far out of whack, just let me know down in the chat if you guys can, and I'll go in and adjust the audio levels a little bit. So this should definitely be pretty interesting because we're driving cars I don't have very much experience with in this sim. And I have no warm-up today at all. I've not turned on my sim since yesterday, and I played very little yesterday either, so this should definitely get some interesting moments in this.
Left 6, keep out, 50. Left 3 into right 4, 100. Right 5 short and left 3, 50. Right 5 into left 4, short, narrows, 100 over crest.
This thing drives so weird when it starts coming in the throttle after you upshift into a gear. It's got a really big hesitation, and then it comes in power. It almost feels like a turbo car.
And left 5 into right 4. Don't cut. 70.
Oh.
Right 3 short. 30.
Oh, just barely saved that one.
Right 4 tightens 3. And right 4 open. Into left 3 open.
I was wondering when that rear end was going to start swinging around a little bit on me, being mid-engine or rear engine, whichever it actually is. I believe it actually might be considered rear engine because it is mounted real far back there. I believe it would technically be considered rear engine.
Narrows, 40. Right 4 into left 6. Into right 5 long, tightens 3, all in. Into left 6, 50. And crest into right 4, brake into left 3, keep in. Into right 4, tightens 2, into left 3, short, 30. Left 3, short, into right 4, open, 40.
You can definitely get the rear end to step out when you want to tune. It's actually fairly controllable for the drivetrain layout in this thing, honestly.
Flat left brake for hairpin right. Don't cut. 60. Right 4, 30.
Honestly, kind of surprising how much grip this car has, too. I feel like it definitely has a little bit more grip than it should have, unless it was on like a modern, like rally tire.
And left 4, medium, tightens, don't cut, right 6, 100. Right 4, don't cut, 30. Left 3, 40. Right 5, short, don't cut, 50 for finish.
Just about went up on the cliff side there. I actually managed to come back and get a decent little lead on him there. Alright, where should we go next? I'm thinking Chile. I really like some of the stages here. Let's give this one a shot. It's a little bit longer. And I think I want to give the Delta a try. I have not drove this one yet. Really interested to see how this car handles here. Well, I mean, like, opposed to, like, Dirt Rally 2.0 or something. So if you guys have watched any of the other live streams I've done, you guys probably know I've been catching up on Dragon Ball Super. Yeah, I know it's been out for a long time. I just never really got into watching it, so... finally started it. I'm on, like, episode 100 and... I think, like, 113 or 115. And I gotta say, it's gotten pretty insane. I finally got to the part where he, gets the autonomous Ultra Instinct. Absolutely insane, I gotta say. I was definitely not expecting to see that coming, which I didn't, like, totally stop keeping up with Dragon Ball, so I kind of knew a little bit about it. I just didn't know, like, the specifics of how strong it actually made him and how insane it really is. Gotta say, it was definitely a pretty big surprise.
Jump into left 4, into right 4, crest, brake. Hairpin left into flat right. Into left 4, over crest, 30, jump. Into right 6,
Gotta
over
quit
crest,
riding the
medium,
limiter in this
tightens.
thing. It kind of hits limiter all of a sudden, it feels like, though, at least the way it sounds.
And crest into left 6 long, tightens, bumpy.
Speaking of sound, I meant to change the battery pack out in my controller before I started this stream, because I can just about guarantee it's going to end up dying at some point here on me.
Left 6, medium, tightens 5, into right 5, bumpy. Into left 6 over crest, long, tightens 3.
Oh ho ho ho! Just about went off the edge. That was insane. I was not expecting that one. Oh, I already had the headlights on. Was not expecting that at all.
Flat right. And left 6 into right 5, short, bumpy. And left 6 short into right 5, over crest, 30, bumpy. Right 6 tightens 3, long, into crest, keep middle, 300.
Come on, get back on the trail.
Caution, bumpy flat left, 200.
So I can't see how fast I'm actually going right now because my tablet is covering on my speedometer, but it felt like I was absolutely flying there. This car definitely feels every bit as crazy as it's said to be.
Into flat right, big jump. And hard brake for square right at junction, into flat left.
Might not be the fastest run, but it's simply going to be a good looking run.
Left 5 short, into right 3 short, 30. And flat right, very long, tightens, bumpy.
Just dove into that corner there. Kind of just trusted the car was going to go where I was expecting it to when I nailed the brake, and it did exactly what I was wanting.
Arrows into flat right, bumpy, 50. Flat left, very long, bumpy, 100. Left 4 and flat right, 100.
I kept thinking I had turned off the wipers and they just would not go off.
Caution, hard brake for square left, arrows at junction. Square right, arrows and left 4. Into right 2 through gate, 200. Right 5 long through gate, tightens, 50. Hard brake for square left at junction, 50, bumpy. Right 5, keep in, and left 5 short. And right 4 into crest. Into right 4, open to 30. 5 over crest to the
Ooh,
left 4.
just about ate it on the inside of that turn.
And 130 left 3. And right 3 into flat left, 300.
Just kick the hell out of it around that corner.
Flat right into crest, 80. Caution, left 4 tight and short into right 5 long, bumpy.
Ho ho ho! Almost lost it there. Alright guys, I just wanted to hop in here and take a quick look at some of this replay. Get a second just to check the stream and check onto the chat. And I see my wife chimed in and said nice job, thank you baby, appreciate it. I gotta say, I'm really impressed with how accurate this car feels to what you would expect. It's a little tighter feeling than it is in Dirt Rally 2.0 for sure, but it still has that really aggressive, slidey feel you would expect from this style of rally car. Gotta say, I really enjoy driving it on here. I'm still like in shock I saved the end of that run. I thought for sure I was going down. Oh, that looks so crazy on the replay. I cannot believe I did not go off there. I was literally just on the verge of flying off the edge of that. I gotta say, they did a really great job on the sounds for the Lancia here. Sorry, I trailed off a little bit there. I was a little distracted for a second. But they did a great job at WRC 8 on the sounds on this car. I feel like it should be just a little deeper sounding, but it is really close to the like any of the footage I've ever seen of this car. It could just be because of the replay cam too, though, and like the effect that has on the sound of the car. I haven't actually heard what this thing sounds like in the chase cam view, so it definitely could be it. Alright, let's see. Where do we want to head to next? Oh wait, I remember where I wanted to go. I was wanting to do some of the Tour de Corsa stages. These were so much fun. I really love the stages here. Do I want to do an epic stage? The epic stages are pretty gnarly. I really don't know if I have the full focus required right now for something that technical and long. I don't think I've done La Porta. Let's go ahead and give this one a shot, and just to kind of spice things up, we'll throw the dynamic weather on. See just what the game decides to throw at us, and I have not drove the Lancia Stratos at all either, so we're gonna go ahead and drive this thing. This is a car I've definitely had a big love-hate relationship with in Dirt Rally 2.0. I really enjoy driving the car, but at the same time, it is one of my most hated cars to drive in any kind of like gravel stages. On tarmac, it's a great car though. That's the thing too. I believe, at least from what I remember, in real life, this Stratos was supposed to be a fairly decent car in like gravel stages, but in Dirt Rally 2.0, I just don't like the feel of it. I have a really hard time just driving the car, even after like tweaking the set or like the setup on it and fixing the differential settings. If you play much Dirt Rally 2.0, then you know what I mean about having to tweak the differential settings. Any of the rear-wheel drive cars are just all set way too long on V-Sol, and it makes it almost impossible to drive the cars sometimes.
Left 5, up into right 4, 50. Left 3 on the bridge, 40. Caution, brake.
I thought I might be going into the barrier for a second there. Ho ho!
Left 3, short, 200.
I was wondering how much this thing was going to have that snap oversteer coming around corners, and it's not terrible as long as you're really careful with how you're throwing the weight.
Flat left, tightens 3, short into right 4.
Definitely has no problem stepping the rear end out though.
Left 1, open, 30. Flat right, narrows into right 3, tightens, short. Into left 2.
Oh!
Caution, right
Want to
3
turn
into
it
flat
way
left
too
and
soon
flat
on
right,
that.
30. Right 5 into left 3, open, don't cut. And left 5 tightens into right 3, into tunnel. And right 4 into left 6, short, 50. Right 2, open, long over crest.
Oh!
Into left 3, short,
Jab throttle just a little too hard coming out of the corner there first.
Over crest into left 4, short.
That's the one downside about sequentials. If you don't have like a gear shift indicator that's easy to see while you're driving, it's a little hard to remember what gear you're in. I honestly thought I was in second gear when I did that. Oh boy, that just about put me into the wall.
Very long, tightens. Into right 6, short into crest. Into right 6, short, 20. Into hard brake.
When this thing hits the upper RPMs, it just really snaps and comes alive. Which is fairly accurate for this car as well, just like the other launcher. They did do a very good job of nailing at least what I've seen in videos of what the car looks like driving and what the drivers kind of just talk about how the car reacts, the way it handles, the way the power comes on.
Left 4 short, 40.
Definitely seems like they really did their homework on nailing the physics for these cars.
Keep in. Into left 5 short, into right 3 short, narrows, 30.
Which for a game like WRC 8, which is based on the modern rally series and really only needs to have modern cars in it, is a fairly impressive thing, honestly, for them to achieve.
And left 5. And right 4 tightens 3 short.
The only thing I do want to say that I have as a complaint against these vintage cars is a lot of them feel a little too dampened out as far as the force feedback. Any really old cars, especially really light race cars like the Stratos or the Alpine, are going to have a lot of feeling in the wheel as far as what's going on in the road, especially having manual steering. And then on WRC8, it just really feels like it's a power-assisted rack that's dampening a lot of the feedback out like a modern car would. Besides that, though, the cars feel amazing as far as the vintage cars go. At least the ones I drove so far, which I believe is almost all of them now. I think the only vintage car I have left is not technically really... You can't really consider it a vintage car, it's just not in the championship series anymore. It's not a modern rally car, technically.
Right 5, short brake into hairpin right, don't cut. Into left 5, into right 5. And left 3, open into right 5. And right 3, long, open 30.
I gotta say, it is amazingly difficult to focus on driving this car, trying to talk to you guys, and remember not to jab the throttle too aggressively at any time, because it will send us facing the other direction really quick with this rear engine layout.
Flat right, 60, caution, hard brake. Square right, down into the ridge, 30. square left, widens 30. And left 6 into right 4, tightens into left 3, short. Into right 5, short, don't cut. 100 for finish.
That is a really nasty section of road. It is so rough through there. Wow, I absolutely dominated him on that. I was really not expecting, especially my first time driving this car. And I think that's the first time I've done this stage too, so real shock there. I think we're gonna head to Australia on this one. I haven't really done like any of these stages. I've only done one. Yeah, I want to say I've done one stage here. Let's go to Nambucca reverse. Let's see here. I've drove the full V a few times. We might drive it a little bit later. Same goes for the Escort. I've drove the Polo R. The only thing I have not drove here is the Proton Iris or Iris R5, which I've honestly, it sounds familiar, but it's definitely not something I'm really familiar with. It looks very similar, like almost like a Fiesta and a Skoda were crossed together or something. Maybe with a little Volkswagen thrown in there. Yeah, that definitely looks like an older Focus in the front, or like, it looks like a shrunk down Focus, so like basically like a Fiesta but with the older style Focus front end. That's really a strange looking car. Let's see how it drives though.
Left 5, 30. Right 4 long with the crest.
I will leave the lights on. Well, help light up some of the trail at least.
And left 2 long, tightens 40. Caution.
Oh, that is a massive
Hard
pothole.
brake for acute hairpin right over tarmac, 60. Left 6 into left 5, short.
So, if you guys happen to watch Lone Star Drift on YouTube or Motion Auto TV, you might know about the Drift Week America that Lone Star Drift's hosting, and seeing some of the cars that are being built for it. Trevor from Motion's Mustang, I gotta say, is absolutely awesome. At first I was kind of like iffy about the idea, at least about him like trying to keep most of the factory stuff in the car. I thought it was going to be kind of ridiculous to try to get it to work, especially in the time frame they were talking, but he actually managed to get most of it cobbled together and working, which is honestly astounding to me that it got it working as easily as he did. Ran into a few little problems, but he managed to overcome most of them really quick, and I think it's going to be an awesome car with that 2JZ in it.
Into right 3, open over crest. Right 4 into left 5.
It's just really cool though, seeing things like that where guys are just taking something that nobody's really even considered doing probably, but seems like such an awesome idea when you think about it, and just kind of going out in their shop and putting the idea into practice and figuring out the process along the way. Really makes me wish I had a project car again, something to keep me busy and just have fun with.
Into right 5 and left 5, 30. Flat right into left 4 over crest, open medium. Into flat right.
Honestly, with what the prices on them are starting to become these days, I would love to get like an E46 BMW sedan and just build a nice budget drip missile out of it.
Right into left 5, small cut.
Did not hear that call at all. I just saw it on the top of the screen. There was a red call, so I just like panicked and handbrake. But yeah, the E46 is getting so
Hard brake
cheap.
for square right and junction over gravel.
Easily LS swap one. Have a very minimal amount of money and have a really great car for drifting purposes. Just a really cool sprint car in general. Or you could even keep the stock engine on it, go with the turbo kit on there or something, or even just minor bolt-ons would be enough just to drift it and have some fun with. Not being anything competitive or anything like that, you wouldn't need any kind of crazy power, and it's definitely been proven that they can do it on the stock motors. Chelsea Denofa definitely has proven more than enough times that you can drift the stock 246. I would love to do like a 2JZ, but it's just so expensive anymore for it. They've gotten a lot higher in cost. The ones that are available are usually in a lot rougher shape, so they need a lot more work to get them to the point where they're going to be reliable and make decent power. Well, at least make decent power, and we're going off reliably for a long period of time, because they might handle it for a little while. It is a 2JZ, but most of them are so high on mileage now, and they're so old, they just need seals replaced. They need just stuff to freshen them up so they're going to actually last for a while. There are plenty, though, that have proven that... Wow, I'm not hearing any of these calls, I'm just talking instead. But there's plenty of people that have proven you can just do front rear main seals, valve cover gaskets, stuff like that, and get away with it. Wow, I cannot believe I just did that. And throw like 300 and some horsepower on them all day long and thrash them, and maybe you survive, but probably not going to be the happiest with it. You don't want to have to pull out to get them to do anything kind of major right away anyways. That's the real downfall with the 2J these days. Turn! I don't know about how I feel about this car. It's not bad, but it definitely has kind of an odd feel to the handling.
Left 6 into left 5, sure.
Something like an RB20 or an RB25 would be amazing too. And they're both a little bit more on the budget-friendly side, especially if you want to go ahead and get them like with 5-speed tranny already ready to go with the swap, so you don't have to worry about trying to get tranny adapters or whatever working. Like you get an RB20 with the 5-speed harness and everything ready to go, other than like intercooler and minor accessories for like $1,000 these days, which a lot of RB20s are a lot higher mileage in these days, and then they need the oil pump mods to keep them from starving themselves of oil or breaking the drive gear for the oil pump and ending it very badly for the bottom end of the car. So there's added cost there as well. So you might be getting in the door cheap, but it still costs a decent amount to get an RB20 reliable, especially under a drifting scenario where you're going to be really thrashing on the motor for decent periods of time. RB26s just like definitely would not be an option for me anytime in the near future or foreseeable future for any kind of project car, because they're just way too expensive. So it's really had me just kind of thinking and trying to think of what cool swaps I could possibly do whenever I am able to afford to get another project car one of these days, and it seems like any more these days LS is just simply the easiest, most effective way to build power, especially in a drift car where torque is such a massive help. And they're just stupid reliable once you get them set up decently, especially if you're not pushing over like 400 horsepower. You're very rarely going to run into many issues other than just the few things most people have already figured out and solved, like the oiling issues, which is very easy to overcome with the LS and fix.
Handbrake for square right and junction over gravel 50.
Oh.
Caution, brake for square left through gate 80. Right 6 into left 5 and flat right tightens.
Okay, let's shut up for just a little bit here, see if I can actually drive halfway decent for a little bit. It's a dead car on the stage.
Square right over tarmac into flat left. Into right 5, small cut into flat left. Into right 5, into left 5, 30. Hard brake for square right over gravel, into left 4. short 30. Right 3, long.
Oh, I started going way too much on the inside of that corner.
Left 5, keep in, tightens 4.
This thing seems to have quite a bit of bottom end torque. It doesn't really have too much trouble pulling itself up in third gear when I don't downshift. Oh god, not again.
Right over bridge and left 3.
Oh, just barely managed to get that slowed down.
Right 5, short into left 5. Left 5 into right 5, very long, tightens 4, over bridge. Flat left into right 5.
So one thing I gotta say I am super excited about, but unfortunately is going to be about a month away, is that the A86 Corolla is coming back to Horizon this month, or I should say Forza Horizon 4 to be more specific. Cannot wait to get that thing and just take it out and do some drifting. At least they didn't release it in winter, I will say. But it really sucks we gotta wait all the way to the end of this next season to be able to get it. Or the next series, I should say, to be able to get it. Either way, it's definitely awesome to see it back in the game. Some other really cool cars coming this month as well in Horizon. They have a Hummer H1 Alpha open top, which is, as the title of the car says, the open top version of the H1 Alpha, which I'm pretty excited about, to be honest, because I've been doing a lot of like off-roading and rock crawling, like trying to do it realistically on my wheel as possible in Horizon. And I gotta say, it actually works decent for doing that kind of driving, and I've been having a lot of fun and getting some really awesome pictures for my Instagram for it. Then we're also getting, wow, I believe it's the Hurricane Performante. If I'm wrong and you happen to see this and you're maybe getting into Forza, I'm sorry, it's late. I don't remember. I didn't even watch the stream this time because I honestly thought it was just going to be a bunch of crap, and then I just saw the people's posts on Instagram and stuff about the new cars. I was like, oh, maybe I should have watched it. I don't remember what the other car is, actually. There's another car coming this month, and I do not remember now. It must not have been that important or that exciting. Mainly, I'm just excited for the AE86. I've been dying since Toyota was announced they were going to be reintroduced into the game besides just the Supra, to be able to get the AE86 back and just take it out and do some drifting. The only downside is in Horizon 4, there's not that many like smaller areas to drift that's really going to be able to fit the style of the car that well, unless you like way overbuild it and throw like 900 horsepower at it so it can actually take those really big sweepers that map's really known for. It might be pretty nice over in the Lego map, especially at like the racetrack, or over in Fortune Island on the Toge. It should do really well downhill, I want to say, which is hilarious. Initial D downhill A86 Corolla, obviously, but it should do pretty well there. I really don't know which one I want to do next or where I want to go. That's the hard part about WRC8, is there's so many locations. It's so difficult to really like narrow down where I want to go and what I want to try, because I definitely have not tried all these stages out yet. So I know I'm trying to think of what all ones I've done here in Monte Carlo already. I want to say, I know I've done Col de Bras. I want to say I've done Luceram. I have no idea how to pronounce these. I think this is, besides that 21 some kilometer one, which I'm definitely not doing tonight, is probably the only one I haven't done besides the reverse version. Let's go ahead and jump into this one then. And I think, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and jump back into the Delta for this one. This thing was a lot of fun to drive. I want to take it out here and try it out here at Monte Carlo. And while this loads up, guys, I'm going to take a quick break, go down, get some more coffee, stretch my legs a little bit before we continue on with the stream. Alright, and we are back, guys. So, I gotta say, I'm a little bummed the last, well, actually, literally a month at this point. I've been waiting on the next episode of Rick and Morty and Supernatural to be announced when they're going to be coming out. They finally did announce Supernatural is going to be back like the 16th, I believe it is, so really, really soon actually. Or actually it might have been February 16th, so it might actually be a little while still. Either way, that one's still going to be a little while. Rick and Morty has not even announced when they're actually coming back from their break, which really sucked. I was so excited for the new seasons, and then we are getting cut off so early on after getting it back. Well, I was not expecting that. But it's like Rick and Morty withdrawal, it feels like almost. Like they just gave it to us for a little bit just so they could take it away so soon. Probably should have just stayed first for that like I did the first time around there, but still got it around.
Kinks, 30. And left over crest into right 5. Brake. For acute hairpin left. And left 5, tightens into right 5. Narrows, 40.
This thing feels like an absolute missile downhill. It accelerates so fast.
And square right, keep middle into tunnel. And left 5, keep into right 4, 30. Kinks, 30. Left 5 narrows, 30. Left 5 short, 50.
This thing sounds so crazy when you're like decelerating a little bit, but when you're still on throttle and brake at the same time, it has like this crazy flutter you get from it's like spooling up from all the load being applied from the brake. Wow, I could not think for a second there.
Into right 3, narrows into left 3, right 4, 50.
It is so sketchy through some of these corners because the rocks stick out so far into the corner if you're going down to the inside.
Flat right, tightens 2, 30.
You can kind of hear it there in third gear when I was decelerating. It's like a whoa.
And left 2 short. Into right 4, into left 3 short.
Which, if I remember correctly from videos I've seen of this thing, it's actually very similar to the sound it makes in real life. It has a very, very distinct sound to the motor, for sure.
Left 3, tightens into right 3, short. Into fast kinks over crest, 50. Left 4, tightens, 80. Right 3, keep it to left 5 at junction. Flat left, tightens 3 over crest. Into right 3, tightens 50. Flat left, 80. Hairpin left, 100. Right 6, 80. Left 4 into right 4, open.
I still could not get used to not having my really tall medium shift knob on here. Especially with rally driving, it feels so awkward if you reach so far over and so low. And it's just so soft and spongy. It's so soft and spongy feeling. There's like no feedback on whether I'm actually getting it into gear or whether it's like balancing and throwing itself in another gear or anything like that. It makes it really hard just to be really confident in my shifts at all.
Left 4 into right 4. And left 4, 50. Left 5 short, don't cut, 80. Left 2, small cut, open, 20. Left 5, tightens 2 out the junction, into right 2, don't cut. Into left 2, don't cut, arrows into flat right, 30. Right 3, short into left 4, tightens.
This is a really fun
Into right
stage,
2,
but
into left
wow,
3.
is this
Don't cut into
difficult.
right 2. And left 4. And left 3, short into right 5, over crest, 30. Right 4, 50. Right 3 into left 5, long. Caution, junction left into flat right, 80. Flat left into right 5. And right 4, medium. And left 6 into right 5, open, 50. Right 4, short, narrows into left 5 and tunnel, 30.
This thing is just
Left,
such a
keep
blast
in,
to drive
30,
once
right
you
6,
get some
tightens 5
confidence in
into
the
tunnel,
car.
20. Right 6 short, 20. Flat right into left 6.
Not to mention actually shut up
150
for a little bit
finish.
so you can listen to your co-driver sub. Well, if I would have shut up at the beginning there and actually listened to my co-driver, we might have actually won that one. I was not far behind at all by the end of the race. Definitely, I do want to watch a little bit of that one, so I'm going to go ahead and kill my webcam for a second here, guys. I just can't get over how, like, I don't want to say, it's very consistent in slide, it's easy to slide it, and even on pavement, which is kind of crazy to say for WRC, because some of the cars just feel way too gripped up on pavement when you're sliding them, especially when you really throw the weight on the slide on pavement. Sometimes they just grip really aggressively, I feel like. But this, like, you can really be confident sliding this car on pavement and know it's going to drive right. You can really see how tight the tunnel is there around the back wing of the car. It is super close if you get too far to the edges. It sounds so good in the tunnels. Oh, real close to that rock face. So you can kind of see it right there on that replay cam when I was talking about how far the rocks stick out on the insides of the corners in some sections. My wing is getting super close in some of those areas. And like, a lot of them are right on the apex of the corner just about, so they really like forces you to take a different line than what you would want to, and a decent amount of the corners through that section. I really want to play this on PC, or like a really good PC in person, just so I can see what the difference is graphics-wise, because from what I've seen, this game looks so much better on PC, but I've never personally tried it, so I can't say for sure. I got so lucky on that one. I had no idea where the corner was going to be. Like, I just set up for where I thought it was going to be at, and I just, like, barely nailed the line. You can really tell I was starting to get a little bit of confidence in the car. I was really picking up speed through here. I'm honestly surprised I'm even doing halfway decent on this stream. I have just been really sucking it up the last couple days. I've been, like, not playing for fun at all really lately, though. I've been mostly just grinding stuff out for videos, and it kind of really does affect performance when you're not having, like, I usually have fun in all the videos I make, but it's still kind of a grind, and I don't get to just do everything I want to do. Some of it's, like, series videos for like careers I've started in races. And it just gets kind of like old not just being able to play what I want when I want all the time. And it kind of really affects like how I perform, because I don't really want to put all the effort in some days. I really try to get myself to and get myself pumped up every day to do videos, but it just doesn't always work, and the last couple days just really suck. I gotta say, for my first run on that stage, I am not disappointed with that. With how much I've been talking through a decent amount of a lot of these stages, I am honestly astounded I have made it through in one piece as much as I've managed to. Alright, we're gonna do something I really wasn't sure about doing in this video, which is one of the epic stages. We're gonna do this one here at... Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. We're at Rally RACC. We're going to be at El Montmel, and we are going to go into a modern car for this one. We're going to stick with WRC 2. And just because I'm like most comfortable with the driving style of the Skoda, we are going to pick one of them up. I'm not sure which one I want to go with livery-wise, because obviously they all have like the same setups. Gotta say, I kind of like this one. Before we get started in the stage, gotta remember to turn the webcam back on here. So if you guys watched the last stream, the last stream I did, or the last video I uploaded, you would have seen the changes that have happened here in my room, or if you watch any of my other videos, you might notice them here in the background. And while it does look a lot better in here, and I really like it, I gotta say, I have gotta find a different, like, power adapter brick for these red lights over here. They're actually, like, for a 12-volt car system, and I use a 12-volt adapter on them, but my 12-volt adapter I had laying around is getting kind of old, and it just seems like it starts running hot after about an hour or so. It just kind of sketches me out, so I only have it on basically when I'm recording, just for safety's sake.
And right 4 tightens, short at junction over gravel, 30, right 6 tightens, over crest. And left 4, don't cut. Into right 5,
well, this is definitely shaping up to be one very intense stage. Especially with how long it is.
Right 5 over crest, and left 4, 30. Right 6, keep in, left 4 long, keep in. Into right 4, tighten short, 30, flat left, bring into right 3, open, don't cut.
Yep, we're gonna restart before we get too far into that one. Oop, auto before we're penalizing me at least.
Hairpin right, don't cut. Flat right, 40, right 5, short over
So I just gave it a little flick and press kick there. I was not going fast enough for the handbrake.
Left 5 short, and left 4 short, 30. And right 4 tightens, short at junction over gravel, 30. Right 6 tightens, over crest. Left 4, don't cut. Into right 5 short, tightens over crest. Flat left over crest, tightens 5. Right 5 over crest and left 4, 30. Right 6, keep in and left 4 long, keep in. Into right 4, tighten short, 30. Flat left, break into right 3, open, don't cut. Left 4, very long, tightens, pump in.
Since you're coming downhill on that corner, it really causes you to slide out pretty aggressively. If you're not thinking about it, it definitely is easy to go off there, as I found out. Okay, I was like, where am I going?
Left 4 long, tightens, 50. Arrows through gate into right 6, long, 150. Right 5 tightens over crest.
The terrain here is extremely rough.
Flat right long tightens 3. Into left 4, short hard brake. Into left 1, don't cut. Into right 5.
Turn.
Into left 4.
Oh,
Big brake.
just about went down the side of the cliff.
And left 5.
Wow, the surface is just so bumpy and rough here. It is tossing the car all over the place.
And right 3, don't cut. And left 5 long. Bumpy, caution, brake. For square right over tarmac, 50. Caution, brake,
Oh,
right 4.
I thought I banged it down in the
Close
first.
in and left 4. And left 4, 30. And right 4 into flat left, tightens 4. Into right 4, bumpy 80.
Oh, just barely got it up, or pulled away from the edge there.
Into left 3, brake, and right 4 over junction, 30. Left 3, bumpy into right 4, open. Right 4, open. Into left 1. Into flat left over tarmac, into right 5, long. Caution, brake for square left, don't cut over gravel. And left 5 into right 3, short into flat left.
Oh, just barely mistaking that sign out. Like, my bumper had to have, like, grazed that.
Left 4, short open, into right 3, short.
Come on. Whoa! Come on!
Into flat left.
Well, it really slowed me down, but I managed not to get a penalty out of it at least.
Tightens, brake for acute hairpin, right over tarmac, widens. Into left 6 long, tightens 3, rock out 4.
Well, if we're not gonna win, we may as well have a little fun, right?
Right 4, tightens over crest. Left 6, open, long over crest, 30. Right 4 short and left 6. And brake right 4 into left 3 short. And right 4, 50.
I knew my only hope of saving that was just clutch kick it and try to get it to pull away from the wall a little bit.
40, flat left long.
This is some gnarly roads here. Really is trying to unload the car on some of those crests at these speeds. Oh!
And caution, right 4 tightens into left 1, 30. Flat left into right 4, short open long. Left 5, brake for square right, 80. Left 6 short and right 5 long, tightens, 120.
A little sloppy through there, just about kissed the bumper on the marker
Left
again
5,
now.
tightens 4, short, 500. Danger, hard brake for acute hairpin left at junction. Right 4, long, open.
I have done this stage in reverse though, now that I've hit that section, I do recognize this. I just go in the opposite direction.
Left 3, short. Into right 5, 40. Left 5, tightens into right 5, short.
That was sketch.
Brake, left 3 short into right 2 short. Caution, flat left tightens.
Oh no, we're going off.
Open. Caution, flat left tightens, 1.
If we only managed to get one up through this whole stage on my first go through it, honestly I'm going to be a little impressed.
Left 4, open. And right 5 tightens. And left 4 4, don't cut, tightens into right 3, 40.
Oh!
Right 3, open.
Mega understeer straight into the rocks.
Right 1, medium.
Okay. Refocus,
Left 4,
Jeff.
tightens
Stop
3,
driving like an
30.
idiot.
Left 4, short, 50. Caution, hard brake for square left, open, 30. Left 5, short,
Nice
right
slide
5.
there.
And left 4 tightens into hard brake for right 5 over crest, tightens 1. And left 5 into right 3
That
long,
is
tightens.
a very, very nasty little
Left 4
corner there.
long, tightens 3, keep it.
Just barely managed to get it slowed down in time for that.
Into flat right long, narrows over bridge, 200.
Yep, definitely remember this stage. This is the start of it when I did it. Well, almost the start.
Left 3 short into right 5, 40. Right 4, tightens 3 into left 3, short, 30. Caution, left 2 and right 1, long open. Left 4, long, tightens. Into right 4, open.
Come on!
Into left 4, short, caution, brake for square right, 60.
I don't even know how I managed to get back on the road on that one, but okay.
Left 4 tightens and right 4 short into left 4 short, 30. Hairpin right, 30. Hairpin left open. Into right 5 medium, tightens, left 5
Like
short,
gripped up
30.
on me and like fell out of power for a second. I think I have a little bit of engine damage.
Left
Very
5 into
possible
right
with how
5
rough
long,
I've been on this thing on this stage.
Left 4 into right 4, open. And caution, hard brake for square left, open 50.
Tip the tire there on
Left 3
that
tightens
corner.
into right 3, definitely don't cut, open 30.
Oh yeah. Definitely don't cut. A little late there. I think I need to adjust my co-driver calls a little bit. On some stages it seems fine, other ones it seems a little bit off though.
Into right 4, 30. Left 4, keep into right
Totally
5.
meant to do that, just showing off for the crowd.
Left 4, short 50.
Oh, my tires are getting real slick too. I've been really abusing them. You can see the car just wants to pitch out. That is insane.
Right 3, open. Right 3, open over crest. Into left 4, open. Into right 4.
Oh yeah, this thing has like no grip left. The slide's really... Oh yeah, you can see it throwing sparks. What? That is crazy. Alright guys, I think we're going to do one more stage here tonight, and I'm going to call it a night. I am getting just a little bit looping out of it. I went down to get a little more coffee to try to perk me up just a little bit more for a little bit, or so I could get a couple more runs out for you guys, and there was like 4 or 5 drinks of coffee left in the pot. I forgot that's all I left for myself, so that didn't really work out. So now I'm just drinking water, and the sleep, or the tiredness is starting to hit. Wow, I can barely even talk anymore. Jesus. You know what, let's just do Torbsy. Or Torsby. Wow, I said that wrong. And we're gonna switch from the Skoda. We'll go with the Hyundai. I've not drove this car very much at all. If you guys happen to hear some groaning, yawning sounds, stuff like that in the background, excuse that. That's my dog over here beside me. She seems to be rolling all over and trying to wake up and perk back up a little bit now. But yeah, I like this Hyundai quite a bit. It feels nice and loose when you want it to be sort of like a Skoda does, but it's a little tighter and stiffer feeling than the Skoda is.
Into left 5 short, 50. Right 5 long, tightens 3. Into left 3 open, 50. Right 5, tightens 3, short into left 5. Flat left over crest.
God, I love these snow stages in Sweden so
Keep into
much.
right 4. And right 5, don't cut into left 4 over crest, 50. And right 4 open. And left 5, 40. Danger, hard brake for square left. And left 4, tighten short, indicates 200.
Oh, I was going for the reverse entry on that one. If I would have managed to get it to catch just a little bit, like a fraction of a second sooner, it would have been perfect.
Caution, brake, crest into flat right and left 1, 30. Right 5 long, tightens 100. Caution, brake, right 3, don't cut, tightens into crest, keep in. Into right 4 and left 4. And left 2, don't cut into right 4, open, 50.
Oh,
Brake,
almost
right
had
5,
that.
tightens 2, short. Into left 4 long, tightens 3, 60. Right 5 tightens, long, keep in. Into left 4, short, 30. Flat left, 30. Left 5 and crest into right 5, tightens 3. And left 3, long. And caution,
Oh, that was
brake,
like right on the
long,
edge there.
tightens, square right cut. Flat right and left 5. Right 4 and left 3.
It's a little tighter on that square right than I would have liked to be. It was pretty nice overall.
Into flat right, 50. Right 3 into left 4 open. And left 3 into right 4 open, very long, 30. And caution, right 3 short into left 3 open. Into Kingston. Left 3 short into flat right, tightens 4, don't cut.
Oh no, oh no. You know what, I'm not going to take that as my last run of the night. We're restarting this one.
Left 3 short into right 4.
I was starting to get on a pretty good groove there, and I just don't know what happened. I just kind of lost focus for a second.
Right 5 long, tightens 3. Into left 3, open, 50. Right 5, tightens 3, short into left 5. Flat left over crest, tightens.
Oh, my tires had to be right on that berm on the, or the snowdrift on the side. Snowbank, whatever you want to call it.
Right 4, open.
Oh, I thought for sure I was about to spin there.
Danger, hard brake for square left. And left 4, tightens short, indicates.
There we go, I got it that time.
Caution, brake, crest into flat right and left 1, 30. Right 5 long, tightens 100.
I feel like that was a pretty smooth slide through that corner too.
Brake, right 3, don't cut, tightens into crest, keep in. Into right 4 and left 4. And left 2, don't cut into right 4, open, 50. Brake, right 5, tightens 2, short. Into left 4 long, tightens 3, 60. right 5 tightens, long, keep in. Into left 4, short, 30. Flat left, 30. Left 5 and crest into right 5, tightens 3. And left 3, long. And caution, brake, right 5 long, tightens, square right cut. Flat right and left 5. Right 4 and left 3. Into flat right, 50. Right 3 into left 4, open. And left 3 into right 4, open, very long, 30.
Oh no. Saved it. Wow.
And caution, right 3
went out
short
flat
and
out,
left 3
right?
open. Into Kingston. Left 3 short into flat right, tightens 4, don't cut. Into left 3 short and right 4. Into left 5 long, open.
Just skating through there.
And caution, right 5 tightens, 50. Right 5, 60. Flat left into right 4, 70. Left 5, 100 for finish.
Whoa, just flying through the finish line there. Not the greatest, like, overall lead and win on him, but definitely a much better run than that first one was shaping out, to be honest. Well, guys, while I talk to you guys while we do our outro here, I'll go ahead and throw this replay on so we can watch it. I gotta say, I do really enjoy driving the Hyundai here in WRC8. It's a really great car. Even the one in like the regular WRC class is so much fun to drive. It's probably my favorite car in that class. And WRC2, obviously, it's gonna be the Skoda. I absolutely love that thing. But the Hyundai is definitely right up there with it. It definitely fits my driving style a lot better than the Fiesta does. Well, guys, I really hope you enjoyed the stream tonight. I hope I kept it entertaining enough for you. I feel like I did some decent driving tonight. Definitely not my best, but nowhere near my worst, especially by standards here lately. Oh ho ho! That was like right on the wall, or not on the wall, but the bail on that. That was so perfect. Nice reverse entry in that corner too. That was a sick shot. Well, yeah, I feel like I did some decent driving. Definitely could have done a little better at times, but when you're trying to talk and stuff, it makes it really difficult. That was actually really good through there too. It honestly looked about as smooth as it felt when I was driving on through the wheel. Wow, guys, I'm getting so like delirious and tired. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for today's stream. I really hope you guys did enjoy it. Please come back and join us for the next one. I am doing these a couple times a week. In fact, I'll be streaming again tomorrow at some point. I'm not sure what time yet. In Forza Horizon 4 to unlock the new car, which I believe the first new car is going to be the H1 Alpha Open Top. And then Friday we'll be uploading a video on the new car. Saturday, like always, day off. And I have not planned a video yet for Sunday, so I guess I might let you guys know in one of the next coming videos or streams what we're going to be doing for the rest of the week's schedule. Until then, if you guys did enjoy the stream, please hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.